Hello guys, I am Manoj. Today I will share with you how did I improve my English fluency. How did I learn this language? Actually, I am also an English language learner like all of you. Okay? So, I am not an English teacher. I am also an English learner. Okay? I am still learning. I learn this language every day. Every day I try to learn something new. Okay, so today I will give you my experience, my own experience. How did I improve my English learning, my English journey? How did I improve my English fluency? Okay, so watch this video till the end. You will really get benefited by this video. Remember one thing, friends. When I was in my primary school, I couldn't even read my English book. How could I speak? I couldn't write a single sentence in English. Okay, actually I was afraid of this language, very much afraid of this language, and I thought that it is the very tough language I have ever seen. Okay, I thought it the most difficult language in the world. After that, I understood why was I afraid of this language. Only because I couldn't know this language. I couldn't read any sentence, any single sentence of my English book. This language was difficult for me only because I couldn't understand it. I couldn't read a single line. That's why. Okay. After that, when I was in my high school, when I was in my ninth standard, at that time I decided to learn this language very well. I struggled a lot to learn this language, my friends. Okay, actually, when I gave my madhyamik examination, I didn't get good marks in English. At that time, everyone told me that it is the marks of your exam. I was very much feeling ashamed. Okay, I cried a lot. I cried a lot, friends. And from then, I decided to learn this language. English language was the most difficult part of my life. And at that time, I decided to learn it very well. And I decided to make this language my strongest point, my strongest part of my life. I decided to make this language my heart. From then I started learning. Day by day I learned. But I learned this language. I learned to write. I learned how to read an English book, how to write any single sentence. But at that time, I didn't understand that English speaking is so much difficult. I thought it is so much easy. After that, I graduated, but I couldn't even speak this language very well. Only I could write very well. I could read very well. I could understand this language very well, but I couldn't speak. At that time, I decided to learn how to speak in English, how to speak this language. I have already told you, friends, that I have struggled a lot to speak in English. Every day, each and every day, I tried to watch an English movie, an English web series. Everything I watched in English. I listened to English songs, English podcast, everything I tried to watch, I tried to listen in English. I always tried to surround myself with English. That was the most important action, most important step everyone has to follow. Then, after so many web series, after so many movies, I could understand English very well and I could speak a little. Still, I try to speak English better. Day by day, I practice English speaking in front of the camera, in front of my mirror. Still, I am an English language learner. Okay, if you try this way, if you try every day, if you try to speak English every day, you will definitely be a fluent English speaker. If you really want to speak in English confidently and fluently without thinking much, then you have to practice more and more. You have to practice everything, whatever you are doing. Whatever you are doing and whatever you have done, whatever you did yesterday and whatever you will do, you will be doing the next week. You have to write them down on your copy, on your diary, and then you have to practice them. You have to read them loudly and clearly. I promise you guys, and you have to practice, you must practice them in front of the camera or in front of the mirror. Okay, it is not a race, guys. If you think that I practice one day or practice 2 days, then I will be a fluent English speaker like American, then it will not happen. It is impossible, guys, to speak in English, to speak any language only in 1 day or 2 days. You have to practice more and more. Only practice is the most important thing. You will really be a good English speaker, a fluent English speaker, if you practice this way. If you find this video helpful, then practice. Only practice can make you fluent in English language, in any language, you may say. Hit the like button. If you really want to speak in English confidently and fluently, then follow these tips. Okay, you will get benefited by these tips. If you are a new viewer in my channel, then subscribe to my channel English Notes. Tata.